Are you ready? What's up, guys? What's going on, guys? Hey guys, welcome back to the third episode, number 3 of the Actual VR show. The show where we dive deep into all of the happenings of virtual reality and 360 world, all of the news, all the new things that are happening, as well as diving into what it's like to own a 360 video studio out of my house. So kind of the things that I'm working on, things I'm excited about. So, but enough with the introduction, let's just get into it. And that brings us to our recommended 360 video of the day, and that is House to House, The Battle for Mosul. I'm pretty sure I got the name of that city wrong. What this is a piece by the Associated Press using a new medium within the journalism space, which I think is a great place to use 360 video. So you'll notice throughout the video kind of an annotated guide throughout the video. So you can tell there was a little bit of effort put into it. You can see it. This is a Nikon Key Mission 360 camera. And you know, when I first started talking about the Nikon Key Mission in talks that I've given before, I'm not a huge fan, mainly because of the 24 frames per second limit on 4K video. For those of you who don't know, 24 frames per second in a headset can be nauseating if it's moving. Being distributed on Facebook, you're not really worried about frame rate. And the thing is, the image looks good. It's a good piece of content. So I do want to go ahead and show you some of the clips from this short piece. And for those of you that have served overseas or maybe suffer from PTSD, these clips will have the sound of gunfire, some explosions, and some images from the war in Iraq. So I would recommend fast forwarding to this time, or I don't know where I'm gonna put it.
الله يستر عليكم.
So I do think this is an exciting way to use 360 video in a new medium. And speaking of exciting ways to use VR in a new medium, our first story of the day is SyncThing. This is a company out of Stanford that has created a portable concussion diagnostic tool in VR. So essentially within 60 seconds, this company can put a headset on and diagnose whether or not they've suffered a TBI or a traumatic brain injury. So what they do is they look for ocular motor impairment. So what they do is they put this on and there's a dot that travels across the screen, and they're able to monitor how well the athletes are tracking this. And this is important because this is the first time we've been able to have this type of technology on the field during a game to assess athletes. So our second story is about something that I mentioned before, and that's the ability to advertise within VR. Cathay Pacific, using Omniver, created a VR ad for their first class services. So essentially they created a mobile ad to where when you were on the web, you could look in a 360 video and it'd be interactive. One of the cool things is that you can also view this in a headset, and you can have gaze-specific interactions. So looking at something long enough would yield a video, or a link to learn more, or to buy tickets. Now I will say this is still a traditional ad in the sense of it's very invasive. You're scrolling through your news feed, you're scrolling through your article, and there's a pop-up, or it's in line with the text. So I'm very much in favor of having ads that are seamless. So I think this is a step in the right direction, and I have a feeling that some really big e-commerce stores and companies will start integrating this in that very fashion. So now I want to talk about a little bit about what I'm doing today. So again, this is the part where I talk about how I try to do something new or something exciting every day. It doesn't always work, it doesn't always look good, but what it does is it challenges me to try something new every single day. And today, I spent a little bit of time experimenting with slow motion. So slow motion is not new to the video world, but what it is new to is 360 video, because a lot of the 360 cameras are limited to a 30, 60, 80 frames per second. So slow motion is a lot harder in 360. So what I did is, when I was in Jamaica filming for Usain Bolt's last race on Jamaican soil, I did a little bit of experimenting with turning my cameras to 120 frames per second. Now this did drop it just below the 4K threshold. And guys, I kid you not, I put this in slow motion at 20% of real-time speed, and these guys were taking off the block like it was insane. So I do think that slow motion is very fascinating, and I think we can do a lot of cool things with it in 360, just maybe not with Olympic athletes. Guys, thank you so much for sticking around for all of episode 3. Be sure to check out more videos. I put one out every single day. I have for 4 days now, 3 days now. I can't even count. Guys, thank you so much for sticking around if you're still watching right now. And be sure to reach out. You can definitely find me on Facebook at Actuality VR, Instagram at Actuality VR. You can contact me via email, contact@actualityvr.com, and always at actualityvr.com. So thank you so much. I can't wait to see you guys tomorrow. We'll talk to you later.